are headed to a swimming hole. We've already been hiking today, and I mean it's like halfway through the day, and we didn't really want to go on another hike because there's supposed to be storms later.
It was supposed to be storming already. Yeah. It's supposed to start at 12. So anyway, we ate some lunch, and we didn't want to get stuck on a trail because it was yesterday and the day before. Like later in the day, it started like we got to that one waterfall and it was like lightning everywhere, and we didn't really want to do that. So today we're just going to go down the road, and there's several swimming holes around here that people know about, but we seen one of the last times we were up here, and it's over off of Greenbrier Road, I guess, the campground.
Near Graveyard Ridge Trail.
Yeah, near that. So we're going to see if that's not busy. If it ain't, we're going to stop in there and do some swimming.
It's hot in Gatlinburg in the summer.
So the other trails, we've done a video on Midnight Hole, and that one has a beautiful swimming hole, but it's super popular, especially during summer. And it's a Friday, and we're not about to go there in the middle of the day because there's probably 200 people there and don't want to do that. So if you do that one, do it during the week or get there early. What's the other one?
We looked into Townsend Y, but that was about an hour and a half away from us.
And then there's the Sinks. We'll check these out eventually, the Townsend Y and the Sinks. We'll check them out eventually, but right now we're headed over here to one that's not got a name. We just basically just pull over on the side of the road and like jump in and swim. So that's what we're just going to do. And we're headed over there now, so hopefully it ain't busy.
Drove all the way up here to Greenbrier, and turns out the road was closed. The whole area is closed for some unknown reason to us. So we are going to head over to Elkmont because we've seen people swimming over there.
So yeah, let's get to it. Yep. I don't know what happened. They don't really give you a reason why certain areas in the park are closed. We just got up here and it says road closed, so now we're turning around. I don't really feel like walking the length of the road because I do not remember. If I knew it was just half a mile that way, we could do it. But I know that road's long, and I don't remember exactly where that spot was. If I seen it, I would know, but there's no way to tell from here. So yeah, we're headed over to Elkmont. We're gonna try to swim over there.
So we're about half a mile down the road to the Elkmont campground, and we pulled over here, and there's like a pool area there and shallow water, but we're gonna walk down this trail for a minute.
I'm gonna see if we can find a swimming hole up this trail. If not, we'll just come back and stay where those people are. So this is as far as the little trail path goes, so we're probably just gonna wait out in there for a little bit, get wet, and we'll probably go back to that deeper area where the people were.
On the little trail, we saw a sign to talk about no rock stacking, and it never fails wherever we go, whatever trail we go on. If there's a stream, a river, waterfall, any water source, somebody has stacked some rocks. But the reason they tell you not to do that is because it can disrupt the ecosystem, and also it can disrupt the habitat for a hellbender, which is a massive salamander that lives in the Smokies, and it can grow up to a foot, 2 foot long. And so when you do that, you're disrupting its habitat and making it harder for it to live. So please be mindful of that when you're out near a water source in the Smoky Mountains. Just leave the rocks alone.
So from what we've heard, basically if you can find a river in the Smokies, which is pretty much down every road and every trail, you can swim in it as long as you just need to, like she said a minute ago, just respect the area or whatever. But from what we've heard, we talked to some park volunteers over here in the Elkmont area before, and I asked them straight up because I was always interested in swimming in the rivers, and I seen people doing it, and I didn't know if it was just something they were going to do and get in trouble for or fined. But apparently you can swim in any waterway here. Just make sure it's not, it's safe and not dangerous. You don't want to be swimming in an area and then 20 feet down the way is a waterfall or a drop off. You don't want to be doing that because there's a lot of those here too. Just be mindful of where you're swimming. But this place is this little area right here is so pretty. So glad I remembered it and came over here. It sucks it didn't work out for that first one because there was some deep spots, but apparently the Greenbrier area is closed. Don't know why. So we'll go back over there and check that out eventually when it's back open, but for right now this will do. I'm fully in.
How's it feel?
Once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Oh, now that I'm in, it's good, but man, coming from that hot, it's like super hot out here. You get in this cold mountain water, man, it feels so good on my knees though. My knees have been taking like a pound. I've been going to the track every day and running, and I want to get, you know, better cardio, because after having COVID like 3 times, like my cardio just went out the window. So I've been going to the track every day, and it's been hurting. My knees have been hurting. So because I run on like a asphalt track and starting to feel that when I hike. So I need to come up with a different plan maybe, but this water feels great after hiking for a couple of days up here in the Smokies. So now my knees feel a lot better. Definitely, it feels like a nice ice pack put on them, and almost like that cold room therapy. So I'm actually really enjoying this right now. Once you get in, it's not that bad.
It's a process for you getting in though.
Yeah, it was, I had to like splash off my skin for a good couple of, like, probably took me about 2 minutes to warm up to it.
A little bit of hollering.
It feels good on my joints. It feels really good.
Like a little fish.
I'm getting pushed down the river as soon as I let go.
Alright, so that was really fun. But it's starting to thunder and lightning, so we gotta get out of here. We really enjoyed it. The next time you're in the Smokies, you should definitely do some swimming in the summertime. It's really fun. Gotta get out of here. Thank you guys.
Maybe not in a thunderstorm.
Alright, thank you guys. If you like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We look forward to seeing you on our next adventure.